What's up, guys? So I've owned the Cobra for about 8 years now, and I had a couple of you guys ask kind of like, how reliable are the Cobras and what to expect to replace on them, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be doing a video on my maintenance costs that I've had to deal with for the whole 8 years I've owned the car. So I've done a lot of other like preventative mods as well that I'm really not going to talk about. I'm just going to talk about the actual things that I replaced. So I guess the first thing I replaced is underneath the hood here. I'll go ahead and pop the hood. So under the hood here, I had the first generation JLT intake, and it actually was hitting the strut tower here and actually poked a hole in here. So I had to buy a whole new JLT intake. This is their newest generation. So the first gen was a very bad design. Then they made the second gen. So this was $300. That was the last time they made an actual carbon fiber intake. All the rest of them were hydro dipped, and I think they only do black plastic now. So then, as most Cobras do have alternator issues. So I had to replace the alternator. The alternator died on me. So the alternator was from DB Electrical. It was a 160 amp alternator that was $225, and then I bought a new battery because that had ended up killing the battery, so the battery was $125. As far as oil changes, I put Mobil 1 full synthetic in the car, and I've owned the car from 45,000 miles, and now it's sitting at 63,000 miles. So I've done roughly an oil change a year. So I spent probably about $400 in oil and filters, things like that over the 8 years. Then my clutch, it was okay. You could definitely drive on the clutch, but the problem is it was not fully disengaging, so it really needed to be replaced. So I kind of went extreme. I went with a Mcleod Rst Clutch, and that's a twin disc clutch, so you could save money and just do a standard clutch, but I highly recommend doing a twin disc. It really makes the pedal pressure a lot lighter and everything like that. So that was $600. Then I went with a Mcleod Light and Steel flywheel. That was $250. And then once I did all of that, I replaced my clutch cable, the throw-up bearing, and the quadrant and firewall adjuster, and all of that was $100. Just this year, the idler pulley exploded on me, so I went and replaced all the idler pulleys on the front of the engine here, and those were $264. And then my radiator fan actually cracked. I got a video on that as well. That was $96. And then I replaced my belt because my belt got torn up. And I also replaced it a long time ago because the stock one was squeaking. So I bought 2 Gatorback belts, and those have totaled $60. And then the last thing, this is where I did the preventative maintenance. My rear differential started leaking. It was actually the front pinion seal was leaking because of the wheel hop that the cars endure and all that kind of stuff. So I could have just spent $37. So that's an optional thing. I ended up doing the full toe boogie racing bushings in the IRS Ford Racing diff cover. So I kind of went overboard. Not overboard, but if you wanted to do as little as possible, you could have just done a pinion seal and it would have been fine. It would have eventually leaked again, but I like going with the full toe boogie. Makes the car drive a lot better. No more wheel hops. You're never going to break anything anymore. So, but yeah, so that total over the 8 years in just maintenance costs has been about $2,457, which is roughly $307.13 a year. So for a car like this, I would say that's not bad at all. I've done many other mods besides those, and I do have videos on that, but that's just kind of the bare minimum basic maintenance that I've had to do on the car. So for a high performance car, I think that's pretty good. Just some basic things that I had to replace here and there. And yeah, so anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely consider subscribing. That helps me out a lot, guys. And let me know if you guys have a Cobra, let me know how much yours has cost you over your time of owning it and just maintenance costs. But yeah, overall, this car has been great. you know, all the mods I have done have just made it a better car. So I'm definitely still super happy with it, even after 8 years now. So, but yeah, anyway guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.